Good one. All right, we're both dads. Talk to me a little bit about like, we want to make our kids proud with what we do.
Right.
Talk to me a little bit about like the purpose, the legacy that you're doing within business and Anomaly.
Yeah, for sure. I think like being an entrepreneur, like the first thing is like it just allows you to be present with them
Mm-hmm.
now. Like these are such like precious years, like where where you have like the ability to mold them and like be a huge part of their life. So that's like the big thing for me, like from a legacy perspective, is just like doing that and being able to do that. But yeah, then like building a business, like, maybe someday like, one or multiple of them could be a part of it. And just, being able to give them opportunities, show them, about like hard work, leadership, a lot of these things that are like important to us, but like be the example and let them see that. Like that's the legacy stuff that like is most important to me.
Yeah, more is caught than taught. Like, hey, telling your kids like you can do anything. You can
Right.
chase your passion. You can help people. You can make an impact. You can start your own
Yeah.
business. Like,
And
look,
walking the
dad's
walk.
doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking the walk, not just like, they know that, you know, dad's working hard
Yeah.
and,
Show, don't tell.
exactly. And they can see the fruits of that in many different ways.
Would you say like has your leadership, has your approach to business changed at all like in becoming a father or
Yeah,
is your
no doubt.
father of three now, but like how has it shaped you in business?
No doubt. Yeah, I don't know tangibly like if I can give examples, but I just like the leadership hat is just like on at all times. And
Yeah.
like there's just different situations where you're just navigating through. And I think like um, you know, I think like when you're young, it's just all about being, this like hard like leader like in football and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like but like there's like, the emotional kind of like spiritual component like with your kids and just being there in different situations. And I think that's like translated to work, right? Is like just being there, being empathetic, being compassionate for every situation.
Yeah.
That's something that's like been different for me.
Shift into because we played sports through college together. We both still like keep up with our fitness. Like, how has that played a role in your life? How does it relate to business? Like, where's their overlap there?
Yeah. I think that like, fitness has like always been super important to me, just like from a competitive perspective. Like it's a big part of like my identity. And then, now like I need it even maybe more so as like a mental like,
Yeah.
outlet. And I think like the competitive component, that transcends the business, right? It's like you want to do the best that you can. You want to be like, at like the top level of my game, like both business and like fitness related, and also relates to family too. Is like I want to be like, a strong dad for my family.
Healthy and vital. I mean, I respect it too, like as a friend and partner, but also, as a client too, like seeing, wow, these disciplines translate. Like I know John and Greg, they're fit, they know how to work hard there and it translates into business, into their life. It's like excellence across all areas. And the drive, the work ethic and the discipline, I think are just huge.
Yeah. No, it's like, and like in some respects, it's like always, it's kind of, it's hard, but it's not like, it's kind of a part of like who we are, like who I am. Like it's, like we were playing football, like working hard, didn't the family component, but like that discipline stuff's like,
Yeah.
it's just like, those like always part of our thing,
Yeah. What's one thing? So you guys are, I mean, you and Greg are good friends. You're co-CEOs. You find that dance, that balance of building business, of leadership, of friendship. But what's one thing like we both know Greg pretty well? What's one thing that like in business you just like, oh my gosh, he kind of like irritates you a little bit that you guys need to work through?
How long do we have? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I think he work the business to him. He works so hard at it. He pours his like life and soul into it. So like, with that is like, the if something goes awry, like it's going to impact him significantly, as it should, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of times where like we're on the proverbial ledge,
Yeah.
and we have to like pull back a little bit. But I mean, hey, I think that's part of, it just goes to show how much he cares, like
Yeah.
there's a high level of care there.
Last question. It's so unique, like co-CEOs, which is really cool. And you guys have such different strengths, which is awesome. Talk about like a little bit about the value and the benefits like of doing this together, building it together as like both at the top as co-CEOs?
Yeah. I think that like if you're just one of you, it's probably pretty lonely at the top, right? Like, there's just a lot of stuff that gets funneled to you. You got to make kind of decisions in a silo. You're kind of your own echo chamber. And I think, being able to do that, that's just practically, higher level decisions are, you kind of have that person to bounce that stuff off of, which is huge. It's more rewarding, I think, running this like race together. I think, we're able to share the wins, share the losses too. So I think those are big things.
Yeah. Well, dude, I'm super proud of you guys.
Thank you,
Excited to
brother.
see what you guys keep building, the impact you make on clients, the world, your family, everything. So
Appreciate it, man.
we got it. Peace.